Okay, guys, look, our European season is on the line today, so we're going to need to put in a good performance to make sure that, we're getting the job done. So, mate, we're trying to train here, mate. We're a professional outfit. Would you go away, please? Well, if you know, then why are you interrupting? I think I'd know if you played for us. McManus. Oh, the broken ankle. It's nice to have you back. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 13, Episode 6 here at H&W Welders as we look to win the Champions League with the Northern Irish club. And today, well, it's our final Champions League game for this season as we host Dinamo Zagreb, needing to avoid defeat. Or having I think we can lose 1-0 perhaps, and parachute into the Europa League and make sure we're in Europe after Christmas. And before that, we have the second leg of the Irish Champions Cup. We can be champions of something today, and that will be against Dundalk. Again, we're hosting, and we'll catch up on how the first leg got on in just a second here. But the big news is Brian McManus has returned from his broken ankle. The sad news is that his potential ability has dropped off because of the injury, but hopefully, he'll come back. He's only just come back into training. We've given him a couple of games off the bench, and he will be starting. So I guess spoiler alert, the first game today, and we just want to try and just ease him back into fitness and see exactly what we can get out of him. So yeah, I mean, he had, as I said, a broken ankle. He's ended up being out for 4 months, and which is a pretty quick return from a broken ankle, to be fair. So let's hope we get a good performance out of him today, and we'll see exactly what he can do. Now, there are some games to catch you up on, obviously. The first one is in the league against Coleraine, so let's go see how we got on with that one after our stunning 1-1 draw against Dortmund. We went in front when Napoleon's save shot fell for McDade, and a stunning solo effort from Dylan Lake made it 2-0 at half-time. Monaghan played in McDade for his second just after the break, before Coleraine pulled one back. And Lake got his second late on. So a decent performance this one. We did kind of switch off after the third goal. You can see we got late in stoppage time in the first half, an early goal in the second half, and then like I said, we switched off. McDade did miss a penalty, which would have been his hat-trick, so that's a bit of a shame. But look at that expected goals. If anything, we underperformed in this one, which is quite impressive, isn't it? So no European hangover in this one. Next up, it was back in the league against Ballymena. Let's go see how we could do in that one. We fell behind early. McKay picked out Armstrong to pull us level. And Armstrong was left unmarked again to put us in front. Miss Kelly smashed in a third. And McDade got our fourth before half-time. Scully's quick feet and powerful shot made it 5-1. Before Monaghan's shot was redirected by Miss Kelly for his second. Scully teed up Armstrong for his hat-trick. And McKay completed the scoring. So we were absolutely brilliant in this game. Armstrong doesn't always get that many goals. He's more of an assist man for us, but a hat-trick on this occasion, played a 10. Miss Kelly had a good game. I mean, everybody had a good game. McDade missed another penalty, which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, how often do we score 8 goals and McDade doesn't get his name on the score sheet? But it was really, really good performance, this one. So, and we fell behind. All they did there was anger us, apparently. So, there we go. Next up, it is the League Cup semi-final. We were playing Linfield. We had, of course, the County Antrim Shield. We made the final of that in yesterday's episode. Let's see if we could make another final in today's. Lutit's defense-splitting pass for Picasso gave us the lead. And Tommy Martin made it 2-0. Linfield pulled one back, but we booked our place in the final. So this was a comfortable enough performance from us, despite the scoreline being, kind of close, obviously at 2-1. You can see from the XG tracker, we were comfortably the better side, perhaps just not quite putting away the chances we would have liked. But we are into the final. I forget who it is we're playing. I forget, it might even be Larne, but we'll check that in just a second. But first of all, we have to check in on the first leg of the Irish Champions Cup. We were away at Dundalk for this one, so let's see what sort of condition we're in coming into the second leg. Picasso gave us the lead, and then doubled it. But Dundalk pulled one back late on. So a strange game, this one. Picasso actually missed a penalty for a hat-trick of penalties. We did kind of control the game, to be honest. You can see we had we had 3 penalties, which explains the XG, I suppose. Yeah, it was just a bit of a strange one. We were a little bit lacking in sort of fit players because we've hit that part of the season where we seem to be playing every second day. So we had to go with inverted wingers. We didn't actually have anybody to play left wing. So we went with Brady and McCracken playing as inverted wingers. And I think perhaps it just left us a little bit narrow, which is why, I mean, we won penalties, obviously. But yeah, we just weren't quite completely at it. But like I say, it's an away win. It puts us in a good position for this second leg. And yeah, so that's all well and good. Now, in the league, we have taken the lead with a game in hand. Larne have dropped points. They lost to, we can see, their Glenavon and Linfield. So they've dropped 2 games since last episode. And that puts us in a very good position in the league. Indeed, we can see the Champions League group stage there. We can't get past Inter because they have the head-to-head, but we just need to avoid defeat against Dinamo Zagreb. We'll be all good. The League Cup final, it is against Larne. We've got a County Antrim Shield final against Linfield, Dundee, and the Caramel Wafer Cup to come as well. And we do have our first draw for the Irish Cup, and it is Wakehurst, who are a lower division team. They're at Championship 2, so a third-tier side. And you'd like to think that's not going to be too much of an issue for us. But right now, it's the All-Irish Champions Cup. Let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Dundalk. We're expecting another narrow 4-3-3, I guess. I'm not sure what you call that, a 4-4-2 diamond, perhaps. But anyway, let's have a look at what we're doing here. And it is Finity in goal. It's Abbott, Lewis, Vogler, and Monaghan. We do have to favour the European game coming up, which is why it's not maybe our strongest side. McQuaid and Richard go in midfield. McCracken, who will be an inverted winger because he's left-footed. And Napoleon with Lake, and then McManus back, well, continuing his comeback from injury. You can see he doesn't really have the greatest match sharpness going around, but let's hope he's sharp enough to bang in some goals here. All right, so we can see the team sheet. I don't recognize too many names in terms of former players in their lineup. But I mean, it's Grimes, I think, is the guy that got the goal for them in the first game. It's been a very quick turnaround, just a day or two, I think. So we can't allow complacency. Let's maybe pump our fists, and that seems to have gone down okay so far, doesn't it? Oh, I've made it worse by talking to the striker. And yeah, here we go. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully, it'll be a better performance from a second leg here, although it is a bit more of a rotated side. But I think having Lake back on the left, both Lake and McKay were fatigued coming into the last one, like as in they didn't have sort of the full fitness, so that we wouldn't have got 90 minutes out of them. And I thought we might get away with inverted wingers, but I think the fact that they are playing so narrow, we did actually miss the width in the end, and I actually brought Scully off the bench. We've got some defending to do here. Now, one thing I didn't check, and I forget to check every season, don't I, is if there is away goals. Hopefully it's not going to make a difference. Finity gets it forward early for Lake, tries to knock it down, but there's no one there. McManus is up there now, and a loose pass gives it away. Vogler, Lewis, oh dear, and it is 2-2 on aggregate. Now let's see if we still have the lead on away goals. 150th goal. Lake's poor pass led to it. It doesn't say anything about away goals, so I'm going to assume we don't have them. But it was poor, wasn't it? Just a poor pass in midfield. Lake on a booking. That is a little bit risky. It's a nice finish from them, to be fair. But we are down 1-0 on the night. It is 2-2 on aggregate. Let's demand a little bit more. And hopefully we're not going to throw this all away. We've got a highlight. Abbott to take. And that is again headed away. Lewis has it over to Abbott. McQuaid. Lewis. Forward there for McQuaid. Looking for... It's not the best pass for McCracken, is it? But it's come out to Monaghan. Can he get a cross in for us? Monaghan could be important with the width. It's all blocked. Napoleon with the effort. And again, it comes away. And again, Lewis gets there this time. Just tell him to focus. And we have another throw with Abbott. Just gives it straight away, but Monaghan is there again for us. Goes all the way back to Finity. Gets it forward for McQuaid. Up Richard. to Lake. Can he get past his man? No, he can't. Oh, it's a loose pass. McManus pounces. McManus! Oh! Well, he almost made us remember him there, didn't he? It would have been a wonderful goal from McManus, but it's hit the inside of the post and come back out. Another highlight. Vogler to take the free kick. Monahan has it. Up Richard, and again, we're giving the ball away. All right, let's slow this tempo down. We're just trying to do a little bit too much, a little bit too quickly, it looks like, doesn't it? Lake doing his best to get back. Crossfield pass. What we don't want is to fall 2-1 down. Or 2-0 down, I should say. They are looking quite good in possession here, aren't they? Oh, McManus, I thought he was going to pounce again there. Ball forward. We can't win it. It's bouncing around. Well, not bouncing around. It's pinging around, if we're honest. But a good save there from Finity. And let's see if our lower tempo can reap some rewards here for us. Reap some rewards, I should say. Up Richard to McQuaid. Napoleon. Oh, again, it's a loose pass. You've got to get your head back in this game, boys. Too many loose passes. Abbott gets it down the line for Lake. We've got 3 in the box. It's a good cross. If the goalkeeper makes a decent save or claim. And there goes the ball forward. Again, Monahan is there. He's like a magnet, isn't he? Everything is just going straight to him. McCracken gets past his man. Now, of course, he's on his left foot. We'll need him on his left foot. Monahan. He gets a ball down the line for Napoleon. He's left-footed as well. Checks back. Gets the cross in. Again, it's too easy for the goalkeeper, really, isn't it? And again, it goes forward. Vogler is there. But again, it's picked up by Dundalk. And, well, we're not looking particularly good here, are we? And it is 2-0. We are 3-2 down now in aggregate. And we're going to have to change something because it's quite obvious that this isn't working, isn't it? What can we... Maybe we look to do 3 at the back. Wing backs. We could put McCracken up top with McManus. And see if that works for us. So let me make these changes. Okay, so we haven't made any subs. We've put Abbott back in to play centre-back on the cover. He should be able to do that for us. Lake is going to play as an attacking left-sided wing-back. And everybody else there is more or less in this. McCracken and McManus will form a partnership up top. So we've changed the shape. We have to change something because we have looked absolutely horrid. Let's berate them before half-time and see what we can do if there is any way. No. So we are behind at half-time, which is not what was supposed to be happening here. Do we want to win a trophy for the fans? Sure. We've got some aggressive players, which isn't ideal. We've got faith in you, boys. Just calm down. Just relax. We do have McDade on the bench, who we could look to bring on. But it's very reminiscent to the first leg, this one, actually. In that, I mean, we only scored penalties. We've actually been a lot worse in this one, if I'm completely honest. We did seem to have an element of control in that first game. But the combination of that late goal and a missed penalty is looking as though it might cost us very, very big here. Ball in. It is, again, it's everything is finding the Dundalk players, isn't it? All right, you know what we might need to do is we might actually need to make some changes here. So up Richard, off you go, mate. Let's bring on Aussie Zuma for you. What was his name? Aussie Oma for him. Who else isn't playing well? Napoleon's not having a great game. He just kind of needs to suck it up. McManus coming back from injury. That's not working, so let's get McDade on for him. Lake is the other one. You kind of want him on the field, though, don't you? Let's demand more. And we are running out of time here very, very quickly. Ozioma, can he get a foot in? Cross comes in. It's blocked away. It's cleared by Monahan. You know what we might want to do, perhaps, is... Let's try and make them come inside. Ball forward. Is he onside? Finity with the save, and it was a goal kick. So he was onside. Are we exploiting the flanks? No, so let's do that. Let's look for overlaps. Let's get the ball into the box. Focus, maybe? I don't know what to say to this team, but we are 8 minutes away or so, a little bit more, from crashing out here. Abbott has brought down his man. Grimes has a go. Finity makes a good save. But this is just going all wrong, isn't it? We're going to have to go even more attacking here, I think. What we might do is we might bring Lake further forward. Good header away there by Vogler. And, alright, so we are going to need to... Let me think again. Okay, so we have taken Napoleon off. He's having a rubbish game. We're going to go with 2 up top and 2 wingers. And... yeah, we just seem to have this sort of performance in us this season, don't we? Now, I still don't know what happens if we were to score now. Oh, Abbott has given away a penalty, and this could be it. It's been a disgraceful performance from us. Let's just get rid of all this crap. Yeah, it's been a disgraceful performance from us. We can have 0 complaints. And this could wrap it all up. Can Finity make the save? No, he cannot. And we need 2 goals in very little time. And look at these match ratings. We've absolutely embarrassed ourselves. 3-0 at home. Oh, I'm starting to get annoyed. And... I mean, what do you say? Fire up, boys. Come on. Absolute disgrace. Oh, I'm so angry at that. So angry. It just goes to show that we don't maybe have the second string side that we thought we did. I mean, Dundalk are a decent side. Don't get me wrong. They're in the, I think they're in the Europa League group stage. But yeah, I was really hoping to do a clean sweep of the trophies domestically. And, well, we've shut the bed on that one, haven't we? So look at that. I mean, that's McQuaid is having one of his down spells. I mean, no, Finity was the best player on the field, and we've lost the game 3-0. And that tells a story, doesn't it? That was absolutely unacceptable. I'm not going to throw a water bottle, because that's not going to help anything. But, Jesus Christ. So there we go. Dundalk overturned the first leg defeat. We're a disgrace, we're a shambles, we've got 1 day off, and then we're about to face Dinamo Zagreb, fighting for our European future. The only positive is that we can't possibly be that bad again, surely. Okay, welcome back. Now, there's just been the 1 day's gap in game, and we are playing for our European future. As a reminder, let's go to this screen, and then we can go to this one, and that should bring it. No, what... There we go. So we can see that, well, there's a 3-point gap. We won 2-1 at their place, which means... I think we could lose 1-0, but more importantly, if we just avoid defeat, and we will be into that Europa League group stage. So, group stage, knockout round, we'll parachute down. So let's hope that's what we can do here. Let's have a look and see what we're up against. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is Zayanetti in goal. It's Ellis, Kidd, Martin and Hill as the back 4. It's Atwell coming in for Resnicek, who, as a reminder, got injured last episode. He is still quite a ways away. Miss Kelly will partner him in midfield. It'll be Scully, Armstrong and McKay with Picasso up top. Yeah, well, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully not lose. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Now, it was Antonio Mara, and I did kind of mention that last time we played them, but that is, of course, if you were with the channel for a while, we had him at Villa to great effect. And, of course, Palaversa, who we had at Brentford last FM. Show the world you have what it takes. I can get on board with that. Let's point our fingers. Let's just go back to our tried and trusted team talks. None of this fancy stuff I tried versus Dundalk. And apparently we've had our stadium closed. Absolutely no one here. A massive, massive game in Europe. We do have a stadium. Why is there no one here? There are people there, so we haven't had a stadium closure, but Jesus Christ, Belfast, come out and support your team. That's disgraceful. We're going to make a loss on this game. Good news is, there'll be free pies. There's no one here. Ah, that is devastating. Anyway, let's go and get the result here. Now, they've come out a little bit more narrow in the front 3 than we were perhaps expecting them to. But this is one of those games where, I mean, 0-0 gets us the job done. And in a way, actually, 0-0 is not a bad result because even a 1-0 loss still will get the job done for us, unless I've got my maths wrong there. Here we go with McKay getting forward, though. Can he whip a cross in? Picasso's waiting. Picasso's there. Oh, and it's a stunning save from their goalkeeper. And a panicked tackle and clearance to end the danger for them. But what a save from their keeper, unfortunately. All right. Well, that is... it's not the greatest game in terms of highlights, is it? Let's just keep encouraging them. And can we get something before half-time here? It doesn't look like we can. Tommy Martin's picked up a booking. I think that's going to be a suspension for him now. But we can deal with that. There's no pressure here, boys. No pressure at all. Got faith in you. And, yeah, I mean, if we don't concede, we don't lose, do we? We've got a kick-off highlight. Here we go with Kidd. Forward for Ellis. McKay making a little bit of a dart there, but comes back. It's all for Picasso. Picasso's in. It's another great save. What's Picasso got to do to score a goal in this one? Armstrong to take the corner. Decent ball in. It's headed away again. And is McKay going to get there first? He's not. And what we don't want to have happen is a sucker punch here. McKay, don't get yourself sent off. He's already got one... Excellent tackle. Already got one red card, of course, in the Champions League. Was it against Dortmund, wasn't it? The opening game that he got. Oh, if hit encouraged as the highlight started. Hill with a throw. Scully to Hill. We're getting tripped over ourselves there. Miss Kelly. Ball into the back post. It's Ellis. One touch and over the bar. Oh, that was a good chance, wasn't it? Not the man you want it to fall to. Inter have taken the lead against Dortmund. That doesn't really affect us in any way. McKay. And again, it's wide. Next shout might need to be a focus. We have been better this second half. Atwell is not playing well. He's actually having a bit of a nightmare, truth be told. Hill with a throw. It's away by Palaversa. And Hill on the retreat picks it up for us. I'm wondering if what we might want to do, and if it might help Atwell as well, is just lower the tempo. We're playing like we would in the league. We're playing like we would against a team that I think we can beat. Or we should beat, perhaps. Atwell, there's a cracking pass. Look at that. Straight to Scully. Can he whip the crossing? No, he can. And again, it's cleared away. And again, we worry a little bit. Hill on the recovery, though, has not quite managed to stop him. Ball in field. Miss Kelly's got himself back. This is dangerous, and it's... Well, it's not dangerous anymore, is it? Okay, so let's do this. Did I pause it? I didn't pause it. Let's just lower this tempo down. Let's look for the overlaps. And that is that. And then what we'll do is we will tell them to focus. And, I mean, if we can score a goal, that should be that, shouldn't it? We haven't seen enough from them to suggest they're going to score two, I wouldn't have thought. McKay goes down. And it's a free kick. Armstrong to take. Now, we know that he can score free kicks. Can he put one in the top drawer here? Oh! It was McManus against Dundalk, and this time it's Armstrong in the Champions League inside of the post. We've done everything but win this game. Now, there is, of course, a lot of money and coefficient points on the line here if we were to get a win. We're into stoppage time. It's a game, it's one that got away from us. It's 0-0 in the end. We were the better team. We have got out of the group in terms of parachuting down to the Europa League. But arguably we should have won that. So there we go. Inter end up topping the group. Dortmund second. Ourselves in third with 6 points. And like I say, we've missed a bit of an opportunity there, I think. We could have had 8 points. We've qualified, as you can see there, for the Europa League first knockout round. A little bit more money in the bank. Martin is going to be suspended for Orkut, so he'll be suspended for that first leg in the Europa League. So not a great episode in terms of we haven't scored a goal today. But ultimately, if we brush over the All-Irish Champions Cup, it's mission accomplished. We have got out of the group, which is all we could really ask for realistically. And we'll see how far we can go in the Europa League now. We're going to have a transfer window as well, of course. And I think what we'll do is we will come back next time for All right, so I think what we'll do, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for Linfield and Carrick Rangers in the league. We've already seen Dungannon this season. So that'll be the start of the transfer window. I don't know. Well, we'll get an idea if anybody of our players is interesting or seriously interesting, the other teams at that point. But it'll just break up. There's so many fixtures, December, January, into February, that we just need to break it up a little bit. So that's a good time to come back. And then what we could do is come back for a County Antrim Shield final, and then we could come back again in February. There's a League Cup final, but we should be getting towards the return of European football at that stage as well. So that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed that episode and not seeing us score a goal, make sure you hit thumbs up, or maybe just do it out of pity for me. And I'll see you next time, and maybe we'll have 1 or 2 new signings. Do we have any signings that are coming in just yet? No, he's coming in the end of the season, isn't he? So no. So maybe we'll try and get a sneaky one done, organised to come in January 1st. Take care.